channel. Today's video is has been quite highly requested, but I decided to do it a little different. I wanted to educate you guys on my opinion on the perfect brow method and some things that you should not do as well, because I have seen some really gnarly brows in my days. Please keep in mind that this video is not meant to offend anyone. If you are easily offended, then you should probably not even subscribe to my channel at all. I've been told that I can be somewhat offensive sometimes. I try not to be, but you know, I gotta tell it like it is in this video, and once again, this is also my opinion. So this is my opinion of good brows. We may have differing opinions, and that is okay. So if I say something in this video that is a no-no to do on your brows, and you do that, and you enjoy that, then you keep doing you. This is just my opinion. So watch the video knowing that, and we can respect each other's differences. Okay, good, let's get started. First, you want to start off by combing through your eyebrows. Just make sure all the hairs are going the proper way. It'll make everything a little bit easier as we go. What you're going to want to do next is pluck out any eyebrow hairs that are kind of like on there that you're seeing that are kind of not where your eyebrow shape is going to be. Next, you want to take your brow pencil or a little spatula or whatever it is that you have that is straight. You can even take like an eyeliner pencil or whatever it may be, just to make sure that your eyebrows are even on the bottom here. If you're like me, my eyebrows are not even. This one's actually a little bit higher. So you're just gonna want to know what you're working with. Your eyebrows might be uneven like mine. Join the club. Not a big deal. But if you can help correct it a little bit, why not? And I personally like to do my eyebrows after my foundation is completed, and sometimes if I'm unsure of what I'm gonna do on my eyes, I will actually do my eyebrows at the very end of my makeup routine, just to kind of see if like I want a very crisp eyebrow or a more natural eyebrow or a lighter eyebrow or different colored eyebrows. So it's up to you, it's up to your preference, whatever you prefer, but I definitely do suggest doing it after your foundation. Next, you're going to want to find the right color for your hair. So this can be a little bit challenging. You just want to make sure that it is close to the color of your hair, or maybe a little bit lighter, but I wouldn't necessarily go darker than your hair color unless that's a look you're going for. I've seen that look really good sometimes, where people with platinum hair do black eyebrows or whatever. You can see, it's up to you for sure, but that's my suggestion or my recommendation. So today what I did is I matched my hair, but you can also, if you're going for a really natural look, you want to match your actual eyebrow hair so that it kind of blends in, so you don't have like two different colors going on. At this moment, you're also going to want to decide what kind of eyebrows you want. If you have really oily skin and you're gonna be hanging out at Disneyland all day, or a long shift, or you sweat a lot at work, if you work in production or something like that, I would steer clear of powders. I would go for more of a waterproof. I love the NYX Gel Waterproof Eyebrow stuff, or you can go straight for a gel liner. I use gel liner. It can be IT Cosmetics, it can be Colourpop. I really love that. Sometimes it's a little bit harder to work with and a little bit less forgiving, but I'll show you some techniques so that it is very, very simple for you and you can kind of get into that routine and see if you like it. Next is something that is very, very crucial. So listen up. If you don't listen to anything else in this video, well, no, it kind of all goes together. You kind of have to listen to it all, sorry. But you want to check the brush that you are using. I've seen many people ask me, family members, friends, whatever, they'll be like, I can't get my eyebrows like crisp, or the shape is just not working out for me. And my first question is always, what does your brush look like? So a brush that you're not gonna wanna use is what you see on the screen right here. This is kind of, I would use this for smudging out like an eyeliner or something, but I would definitely never, I repeat, never use this to do my eyebrows. See how the hairs don't really come together in like a fine line like the other one? If you have little random stray hairs going off, or it's a little bit fluffy, it is not going to create a precise line for you, whether it's, you know, the tail that you're doing or whatever. It's just not gonna work out well. What you're gonna wanna go for is a brush like this one that is a little bit more precise and a little smaller in width. One of my favorite eyebrow brushes is actually the NYX eyebrow brush, and it has a little spoolie on the other end as well. To start off your brow creation, you're gonna wanna find the starting point to your eyebrow. So what I like to do is I totally eyeball it now, but before I was like, I don't know where my brow should start. You take your brow pencil and you rest it between the ball of your nose and your nostril right there. So once I've found that spot, the sweet spot, I will take my brush and I will dip it in my gel liner or whatever it is that I'm using, whether it's powder or whatever the case may be. I will dab some of that off or do this on my hand so that I'm kind of creating like a dry brush effect on my eyebrow, just to make sure that I'm getting things where I want them before I go in too dark. You don't want too much product on your brush when you go in there. So I will always start and create a line on the very lower edge of my eyebrow, and I will definitely fade that in and start feathering some hairs up in that area, because this is the area where your eyebrow should be a little bit sparse and have that fade. What you don't want to do is start your eyebrow and have way too much product on your brush, and you don't want to start it too far in this way or too far out this way. What you're not going to want to do is create a very unnatural, square-like, awkward shape in the front of your eyebrow right here. It's not natural. Nobody's eyebrows actually grow like that. If they do, I'd like to see it, because that would be a miracle. You're also not going to want to create any kind of a round comma type of shape. I know we've all seen them. They're kind of like the sperm eyebrows. You definitely don't want to create a round space on the front of your eyebrow and drag it outward. How you're gonna find where your arch should be with your eyebrow is take your eyebrow brush and you're going to place that in the same spot between the ball of your nose and your nostril, and wherever that meets between your cupid's bow, that's where that should be. And then you can see right where your eyebrow arch should be. Now that's not completely always accurate, but it's a good rule of thumb to follow. So once you figure out where your arch is, you're gonna wanna start filling that in, and I start kind of dry brushing the top and the bottom in again, just to make sure I get the right shape that I want before I go in with a darker color and more product. What you're not gonna wanna do is put your arch in the wrong spot. You're not gonna wanna start that too soon or too late. It can look very unnatural, and some people don't really have a natural arch, and you can create one by just kind of finding that sweet spot where it should be and kind of gradually bringing that up this way. Practice makes perfect. Don't give up, keep trying. Another important thing is finding where your eyebrow should end. Some people stop this way too soon. Some people do it way over here. If you're Sandra, you can do whatever the fuck you want, because her eyebrows go like up here, and I love it. It is a look. It looks fantastic. I personally cannot figure out how to do them like that, so Sandra, you should come do my eyebrows, please. A good rule of thumb for a natural looking eyebrow is you're gonna wanna take your eyebrow pencil, you're gonna wanna place that right here between your cheek and the edge of your nostril, and meet it up with the edge of your eye right there, and then kind of draw that out, and that's where your eyebrow should typically end, right here. But once you kind of get that shape going, you can go back in and fill in your eyebrow. What you're not gonna wanna do is just continue this tail like all the way out here or too far down this way. You definitely wanna keep it at a natural tapered off point rather than like a roundish shape or too far this way. Next, what you're gonna wanna do is clean up your eyebrows. This isn't totally necessary. I only do it when I want some like real crisp, like sexy looking brows like today. So what you're gonna wanna do is underneath your eyebrow, you can definitely take your concealer that is a couple shades lighter than your foundation. Just make sure that when you get it out here, you kind of wipe that out and blend it in. You're gonna do your same foundation color on the top if there is any cleanup needed there. That way it'll blend in to your current foundation color. What you're not gonna wanna do is take a very, very, very light shade of concealer and clean up underneath your eyebrow as well as the top and the front. I've seen many people do this where it is just, there's pretty much just like a whitish line above the top of their eyebrow, and you can totally tell that it's like concealer and it's not the right color. That concludes Eyebrows 101, things you should do and things you should not do. Hopefully you found this helpful. If you guys enjoy these 101 videos, I did the one on the contouring last week. If you do, please let me know in the comments below and give this video a thumbs up. Also, if there's anything that you guys are struggling with in your makeup routine, hair routine, whatever it might be, leave it in the comments below and I will check those out, and maybe your idea will be my next 101 video. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. Bye guys.